name is Bethany. I am 27 years old. My life is hard. My mother is sick and needs special care. This care costs a lot of money. I work 2 jobs every day to earn money. I am always very tired. Life is a struggle. One evening, my friend took me to a party. It was a very big party in a beautiful house. All the people there were rich. Then I saw Mr. Ronald Harper. He wore a dark, expensive suit. He looked at me for a long time. I did not know why a man like him would look at me. When the party finished, it was late and it was raining. Mr. Ronald came to me. He asked, "Do you need a ride home?" I was very surprised. He had an expensive car. I said yes because I needed to get home and it was raining hard. In his car, he asked, "Are you hungry?" He drove me to a very fancy restaurant. I was nervous sitting there with him. He did not talk much, but he watched me. After we ate, he looked at me with his cold eyes. He said, "Bethany, I see that your life is hard. I am a rich man. I do not have a family. Sometimes I want someone to be with me. I can give you money, a lot of money. I can take care of you. You will not need to work 2 jobs anymore. Your mother can have the best doctor. Will you accept my help?" His words were shocking. My mind told me this was not right. This was strange, but I thought of my mother. I thought of my hard life and all the bills. I looked at Mr. Ronald. He did not smile. He just waited. He was offering me a new life. It felt like a dream, but also very dangerous. It was a life with a rich man I did not know. I had to give him an answer. I said yes to Mr. Ronald. I accepted his offer. My life changed very fast. One day I was working 2 jobs. The next day I was in his world. It was full of money and luxury. He had a private plane. We went to different countries. We stayed in big, beautiful hotels. He bought me many things. Nice clothes, expensive shoes and jewelry, gold and diamonds. My new home was a very big house. Mr. Ronald told me the rules of this new life. He said, "I want company, Bethany, not love. Be loyal to me. Do not ask me about my business. My work is my work. It is not for you to know." Then he gave me a paper. It was a contract. It said I would live with him and be his companion. It said he would give me money every month, a lot of money. It also said I must not talk about our life to anyone. I signed the paper. It felt strange. It felt like I was selling myself. I told myself it was for my mother, for her health, for a better life, for us both. It was only about the money. It was not about love. Living with Mr. Ronald was not easy. He was a quiet person. He did not show much emotion, but sometimes he was kind. I began to feel something for him. It was not love. It was different. He was a mystery to me, a rich, powerful man I lived with, but did not truly know. His big house was beautiful, but it felt like a prison. I had everything, but but I did not feel free. My hair began to beat fast when he was near. One day I went in his study room. On his desk, I saw a photo. It was a picture of a woman. She was very beautiful. Who is this woman? I thought. Is she his sister? He told me he had no family here. He never talked about his past life. I decided to ask Mr. Ronald about the photo. Mr. Ronald, I said, who is the woman in the photo in your study? He stopped and looked at me. His face became very cold. It is nothing, he said. It is an old photo. It is not important. He quickly opened a drawer and put the photo inside. He did not want me to see it or ask about it. This was strange. Why did he hide the picture so fast? There was also a housekeeper. Her name was Mrs. Conway. She was an old woman. She worked for Mr. Ronald for many years. One afternoon, I was in the kitchen with her. We were alone. She looked at me for a moment. Then she spoke quietly. Miss Bethany, she said, please be careful in this house. Mr. Ronald has many secrets. What you see or hear, sometimes it is not the truth. Just be careful. Her words made me feel afraid. What was Mr. Ronald hiding from me? That night, Mr. Ronald came to me. He looked very serious. Bethany, he said, I need to ask you something important. My heart began to beat fast. What is it? I asked him. I need to get married, he said. What? Married to me? But you said... I began to speak, but he stopped me. It is not a real marriage, Bethany, he said. Not for love. It is for business only. I need a wife on paper for a new deal. It will help my company very much. It will be a marriage just on paper. Nothing between us will change. You will still live here. I will still give you money. You will be my wife only in name. Will you do this for me? For us? A marriage, not for love, only for his business. It felt very strange, but I said yes. The wedding was very small. There was no family, no friends. It was just Mr. Ronald and me. A lawyer and Mrs. Conway were also there. I wore a beautiful white dress, but I did not feel like a bride. I was not happy. I felt like I was signing another contract that tied me to him. I married Ronald Harper that day. Life after the paper marriage felt strange. I was Mrs. Harper now. I went with him to some events. Many people looked at us, the young wife and the rich businessman. I tried to look happy, but inside, I felt empty. I felt sad. It was not my real life. I was his wife, but only on paper, and that felt very lonely. One day I went to Mr. Ronald's office. I brought him lunch. When I arrived, I heard a loud noise. A woman was shouting. She was very angry. He promised me, she shouted. He promised to marry me. I stopped walking. Who was this woman? Why was she shouting about Mr. Ronald? Then she saw me. Her face became redder. She pointed her finger at me. You, she screamed. You took my life. He was with me for many years. He promised he would marry me, but you came and took everything." Her name was Nancy. She was shouting about Mr. Ronald promising to marry her. This was the woman he was with before me. He told me our marriage was only for business, but he promised this woman a real marriage. I felt hurt. I went home. When Mr. Ronald Harper came home, he said nothing about Nancy. He acted like nothing happened at all. Later, I saw his phone. There were messages from other women, messages like "thinking of you" or "call me." Was he with other women now, even after marrying me? I felt lost and very sad. What else was he hiding from me? I could not live like this. I needed to know Mr. Ronald's secrets. I found a man, a private investigator. He finds secrets. I gave him a lot of money. Money Mr. Ronald gave me. I used his money to find out about him. I asked the investigator to look into Mr. Ronald's business and his past. The investigator found many bad things. He told me Mr. Ronald's money came from bad deals, not legal business. He used companies to hide money. He used different names. And he used women to help him cover his tracks. The investigator said, "Mrs. Harper, your marriage is real in law, and because of the papers you signed, one of his companies, a big one, is now legally yours. Mr. Ronald cannot take it back without your permission. Mr. Ronald put it in your name when you married. Maybe he planned to take it back later, but right now it is yours." I did not know this. Mr. Ronald never told me. He was a dangerous man. His money was dirty. He used people like me. He did not want me to have power, but he made a huge mistake. He gave me power. He did not know I knew the truth. I was not sad or afraid anymore. I decided to play his game. Now, in public, I acted like the perfect wife. I held his arm. I looked happy and loving. Mr. Ronald liked this. He thought I was doing what he wanted. But when I was alone in the big house, I worked. I read about his business. How did he make money? What were his plans? I hired people to help me understand the papers. I was not just a stupid wife. I was making a plan to escape his life. A year passed. It was the day of our anniversary, 1 year since the paper marriage. Mr. Ronald came home. "Happy anniversary, Bethany," he said. I looked at him. I was no longer afraid. "Ronald," I said. I used his first name. He looked surprised. "I know," I said. "You know what?" he asked. "I know about Nancy," I said. "I know about the other women. I know about your dirty business. I know about the company you put in my name when we married. The law says it is mine." He became very angry. "How do you know this?" he shouted. I took papers from my bag. I put them on the table. "These are divorce papers," I said. "I am leaving you and I am keeping the company." He shouted, "You cannot do this. You are nothing. I gave you everything." "You gave me money," I said, and I used that money to learn. I learned about your business, your power. You thought I was just a quiet, stupid wife, but I was not. He looked at me. He knew I was right about the company. He knew the law was on my side. I did not say more. I turned and walked out of the big house. I did not take any clothes or jewelry. I left everything he gave me. I was free from his control. The company was mine, and I was finally free, powerful, and rich. It was the last day of my life with him, and the first day of my new life. If someone tries to use you, you can still become strong by learning, staying calm, and believing in yourself. You can take back control of your life. You don't have to stay in a bad situation. You can start again and make a better life for yourself.